Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you back here once again. So guys, if you're just seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Jennifer Confidence and I'm a 2020 Erasmus Mundus Scholarship awardee. Yes, I had my first semester in Glasgow, Scotland, and now I'm having my second semester in Dublin, Ireland. First of all, I want to say congratulations if you've been invited for your interview, which is the second stage of your application. I just want to say congratulations, and congratulations also to those who will be invited in the coming weeks. You've done you've done a great job for yourself. You've done really well. You've done really well to have come to this stage, to this point. You've done really well, and I believe you can be able to scale through the other steps. I'm going to be making a couple of videos, so I'll be first of all starting with what you should know and what you should do before the interview, which is the video I'm making today. And in the subsequent video, I will talk about what you should do during the interview and other tips that would help you. So before making this video, I had a call, close to 1 hour, over 30 minutes call with one of the Erasmus Mundus 2020 awardees, one of the people who had an interview for their own program. For me, I didn't get an interview. I didn't have to do an interview, but for him and other of my colleagues, some others, they had to do an interview. And so before making this video, I made sure I had to speak with him as someone who went through an interview before getting the scholarship, in order to kind of broaden my perspective and give me some other info I needed. And to make the subsequent videos, I would also be speaking with others. Okay, so this video, the things I will be saying would not be in any particular order. It would just be a random pick of all the 7 things I think you should know and do before the interview. And yes, shout out to Kings. He was the person I talked with, Kings, and he really helped me to put this together. Getting straight into the video, after speaking with him, I came up with 7 things you should know and you should do before the interview. First of all, the number one I want to talk about is that first impression matters. First impression really matters. So he spoke to me, he's like, first impression actually matters. How you present yourself immediately you get into the interview Zoom, like, it really does matter. So what I need to tell you here now is that please, you need to go ahead and read about first impressions. How can you make a first impression a good first impression? Go ahead and read about it. It's really important. First impression, he could not stop emphasizing it. He's like, Jenny, first impression, no, first impression. First impression, whatever it is. I don't know, like, as individuals, what we use to make our first impressions, they actually differ. So you need to find that thing for yourself. What is it as an individual you are comfortable with? That what's the strategy you can use to make a good first impression? So you need to find it for yourself. I can't tell you what you should use, because as individuals, what would want to use differs from one another, and how what we'll be using might have some form of impact on how we coordinate ourselves and others. So I can tell you what exactly to do. You just have to research, know yourself, and know the best buttons to press to make your first impression. And so the second thing I want to talk about is self-confidence. Yes, self-confidence. So forget it that my name is Confidence, actually. Yeah, I know, right? So he told me, and he's like, see, you've made these applications, you've achieved these heights, you've said you have achieved in your CV and in your motivation letter. You've crossed a lot of hurdles, like you've got your degree, you've got experiences and all that. You should be proud of it and feel confident about it. You should have this level of self-esteem, confidence when you get into that interview space. So at the moment, it's like Zoom, obviously, like they're going to be interviewing you through Zoom. So it's like you need to feel really confident about it. Like, Jenny, tell them they should feel really confident about it. But that does not, he actually also now said that does not mean that you should be overconfident. He said, I'm like, how do you mean? He said, don't now go there and do like maybe you know more than all of them, like everybody and stuff like that. Like, yes, you've done this, you've done it, but you need to present it in such a strategic manner, in a manner that shows that you are confident, but not arrogant, and not rude, but you're confident. Like, you know what you want. You grab, like you're confident, like you're just sailing with them and stuff like that. And then he said that, sometimes some people will just maybe come into an interview and they are fidgeting, like, that sometimes, like, honestly, it's normal. Like, sometimes people have that fright, that kind of something. But at the same time, you should understand that these people are not there to scare you. These people just want to confirm your CV. They're just there to confirm your motivation later. Like, they're not there to scare you. They just want to confirm your SOP and all that. So you need to be confident in yourself, what you know you've achieved, and every single thing you've talked about in your CV and your motivation later. So he really pointed that out, and I definitely do agree with that. The third thing is, he's like, Jenny, when you come into the interview, please tell your people, when you come into the interview, you don't have to be frowning. You're serious, like over serious. You are going for an interview and you're so serious. No, 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 no. Relax a bit. Like, you could smile with them, give them a smile when you come into the interview. Like, it's cool. You give them a smile. So if you don't know how to smile, if ordinarily your face is like this, my own now, please start rehearsing how to smile. Like, start rehearsing how to shine your teeth. Like, sometimes you might not feel too confident about something or what, but just smile. Like, open your teeth and just smile. Give them a good smile. So please, guys, if you're not really the smiling type, learn how to smile. It's really important. Yeah, super important. The fourth thing I want to talk about is that, please, before your interview, you need to identify a quiet place to take your interview. Please, you need to identify a quiet place where there is lighting. Quiet place, because it won't be nice when you're having your interview and cars are passing, honking, boom, 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 like it's crazy, yeah? So you need to identify a place beforehand where you're going to take your interview that is quiet, good lighting, where you can feel comfortable during the interview. So it's really important you identify that place. Really important. Please, in addition to this quiet place, yeah, people in Nigeria, I know that you might be having some form of power outage and all that. Please, if you identify your quiet place and there is no light, I beg you in the name of God, use your last card and go and buy fuel and on generator. In fact, put the generator in a place that is so far that the noise won't get to where you're having your interview. You need light, you need the fan. Put fan. You need to feel comfortable when you're doing this your interview. And so that's why I said you need to find a place, quiet and comfortable place. You grab, like, you need it. So you need to plan beforehand. Get this place sorted out. The fifth thing I want to talk about is know your motivation later. Know your motivation for applying. Like, you need to know it. Like I said earlier, these people are just having the interview with you to confirm your CV, to confirm your motivation for applying. That is why they are having this interview with you, nothing much. So majorly everything you're going to be doing would revolve around your CV and your motivation. That's your motivation later. So you need to know your CV. You need to know your motivation for applying. Like, really important. Like, I can't overemphasize this. So you need to know this and prepare beforehand. Like, really important. So know every single damn thing. Go back to your motivation letter that you wrote during your application. Know it so well. Like, it's really important. And now this brings me to the sixth point I want to talk about, which is you need to rehearse with somebody. You need to have somebody watch you. You need to have somebody rate you. You need to have somebody tackle you, play more like a pivot role, like a pilot role rather, like the interviewer and you the interview. Is it the interviewee or what? The participant, whatever. No, the person have to tackle you. Look for somebody who would be sincere and serious with you. The person has to tackle you, give you those tasks, like give it to you and let the person ask you question. You need to rehearse with somebody. Let the person ask you question left, right, and center. So I think it's really important you do that. Like, really important. So you need to look for somebody that you would rehearse with. The person that would really be important. Let the person fire you with questions left, right, and center. And you need to be confident. So while you know your motivation later, rehearse with this person, and that would help you know some things off head. Do not go ahead and cramming things then it can displace you. So let the person ask you questions left, right, and center, questions that are unplanned, questions that both planned and unplanned. Let the question just be flowing out. It would help you prepare for your interview. The final thing I want to talk about is network. Please, if you're Nigerian and you have just one SIM card, on that day, please, before that day, go and buy all the SIM cards, all the networks available, and buy data in all of them, so that anyone that misbehave, you switch to the next one. Like, you don't have time to waste. Do you get? Buy, if you have only one SIM card, that is you're looking for trouble. What I would advise you, get all the SIM cards and put data in all of them and wait. So you need to test the networks, know before time. 30 minutes before the time, you are ready, you're already seated, you're testing all the networks, everything is in place. Like, you need to, Nigerian network, I know you cannot really predict how this network might function, but at least you can try as much as possible to prepare. So guys, these are just the things I think I should let you know that would help you in preparing for your interview. It is important you know these things. It is important you get to put these things in place before the interview. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please share the video, and watch out for the next episode on the interview proper, what you should know and what you should do. Like, that one would be focusing on the interviews and how to navigate the interview process. So guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this video was really helpful to you. All right guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.